Guru Maheshwara. Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Good morning everyone. I, Veena Shenoy, welcome you all to the Founders Day and Guru Shreshtha Award 2020. Founders Day is a chairman, Sri Prakash Kotari's birthday. ISBR family wishes you on your special day. On behalf of ISBR, I welcome our chief guest, Professor T. Kemparaju, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Bangalore North University, Government of Karnataka. Guest of honor, Sri Joseph Raviraj, Director, Human Resources, Volvo Group, India Private Limited. And Guru Shreshtha Award is Chairman, Sri Prakash Kotari, Chairman, ISBR Group of Institutions, Sri Manish Kotari, Managing Director, ISBR Group of Institutions. Senior Director, Dr. C. Manohar, Dr. K.S. Anandaram, Dr. Manasa Nagabhushanam, Director, Academics and Research, ISBR School of Management. I also welcome our ISBR family, staff and students. Now I request Professor Dr. Lakshmi, Head of the Department Marketing, to deliver invocation song.
Sarinam surupam tata vakadatram yashascharuchitram dhanam nirutulyam Manaschena lagnam gurorangripadme tadakim Kalatram dhanam putra pautrani sarvam griham madhava sarvametati jadam Manaschena lagnam gurorangripadme tadakim Sarangadi Vedu Mukhe Sastra Vidya Kavitvadigatyam Supatyam Karoti Manaschena Lagnam Gurorangripadme Tadakim Videsheshu Manya Swadesheshu Dhanya Sadachara Vritteshu Matto Nachanya Manaschena lagnam gurorangripadme tadakim The meaning goes like this: a man may possess a good physique, beautiful wife, reputation, unsurmountable wealth. He may acquire home, wealth, children and relatives. He may be expert in Vedas and Shastras and be able to write beautiful poems. He may be respected in foreign land and be affluent in his homeland. He may be righteous in his conduct and his deeds. But if his mind is not fixed at the lotus feet of the Guru, or simply put, he does not revere the Guru, what is the use of all these?
Thank you, ma'am. Light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity. To make this day of blessed one, evoke Goddess Saraswati by lighting the lamp of knowledge and wisdom. I invite all the dignitaries on dais to come forward for lighting the lamp. Thank you. Now I request our director, Dr. Manasa Nagabhushanam, to give Genesis of Founders Day and welcome note.
Good morning and a warm welcome to you all to the Founders Day program at ISBR. Respected Chief Guest, Professor T.D. Kemparaju, who is the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Bangalore North University, Shri Joseph Raviraj, the Director of Human Resources at Volvo Group India, our beloved Chairman, Shri Prakash Kothari ji, our Managing Director, Shri Manish Kothari, our Senior Directors, Dr. Anand Ram and Dr. C. Manohar, our Registrar, Dr. K. Kanakaraj, members of the Governing Council and the Academic Council, all the staff members, faculty of ISBR Group of Institutions, and the Guru Shrestha awardees and my beloved students. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this program, which is the Founders Day, which happens to be the birthday of our Chairman, Shri Prakash Kothari. If you take a large tree, there should be a seed. It should have been a seed one day. Similarly, if you take a ray of light, there is a point of source for that light. If you take a flowing river, there is a point of source for a river too. Similarly, if an institution has to grow so big, there should be the seed, the vision of one individual which gets transformed over a period of time into a greater institution. So today, being the Founders Day, we are celebrating the birthday of our Chairman, Shri Prakash Kothari, who has laid the foundation and who has laid that seed for the growth of an institution of this kind. Today is a very special day for ISBR, and on this special day, we normally and with tradition, we are conducting a program wherein we honor the great inspiring teachers who have been relentlessly working in the cause of education and the student community. So every year, ISBR confers Guru Shrestha Award for 10 extraordinary and excellent teachers who are a source of inspiration for a larger student community. And the whole process of selection of this Guru Shrestha awardees is a rigorous process wherein from various institutions and various other sources, various organizations, we call for nominations and we try and select the great inspiring teachers to confer the Guru Shrestha Award. So I take privilege and it's really my pride today to that ISBR confers these awards on these extraordinary teachers. So I would like to present the list of awardees for 2020. In recognition of their contribution towards making a difference as a teacher, ISBR is conferring them with the Guru Shrestha Award 2020 to Professor Raghu Venkatachalaya, Srimati Padmavati R, Shri Srinivasa Prasad M, Shri Anand Kumar Y.M., Shri Narayana Anant Bhatt, Srimati Malati Krishnan, Dr. Sudeshna Mukherjee, Acharya Jannavi S. Bhargava, Dr. N. Dasharath, and Srimati Savita Ravi. So it's a very special day for all of us to be really honoring such great teachers who are selflessly working to make a difference in the lives of students. So if you go through the profile of each of these teachers, you will understand as to how even in odd and difficult situations, our Guru Shreshtas have shown their conviction, their extraordinary commitment to just bring that change in the lives of these students. So along with their teaching work, these Guru Shreshtas have contributed in different fields. Maybe in the field of writing, we have writers here, we have cultural ambassadors, and who have relentlessly worked to various causes of society. I am sure this award will further ignite their spirit to spread positivity in the student community, in the teaching community, in the society, as well as in our nation. So I would like to congratulate today all the Guru Shrestha awardees and once again extend my warm welcome to you all to this program, which is the Founders Day of ISBR Group of Institutions. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for inspiring words. Now I request all the dignitaries on the dais to release awardees' book. Thank you. Guru Shrestha Awards. ISBR Business School has kept its tradition of honoring such of those teachers who are guiding light for India's future. This time we are honoring teachers who have made humble beginning and have moved on to become change agents. The awardees are from different parts of Karnataka, serving in formal and non-formal education space. The awards were decided on the basis of nominees from various educationalists, grassroots leaders and institutions. We are proud to present them to you. I, on behalf of ISBR, take this privilege to present Guru Shrestha awardees of this year.
Shri Raghu Venkatachalaya. Professor Raghu is the principal of Silicon City College of Management and Commerce. He holds triple master's degree in English, Kannada and Sociology and also holds a diploma in journalism. He has been a professor in English for over 20 years and has been working in leadership roles for over 5 years. Shri Raghu is a well-known writer, contributing articles to various Kannada and English dailies like Vijayavani, Prajavani, Udayavani, Bangalore Mirror and Kannada Prabha on education and personality development. He has been the editor of Viveka Hamsa, a personality development magazine, for the last 25 years. He has served as Deputy Director, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Bangalore, and contributed to the successful translation of projects like Complete Works of Mahatma Gandhi and the History and Culture of Indian People. He was a special invitee and a resource person in a symposium organized by Asim Premji University, Bangalore on recruiting the recruiter, the challenge of reforming state public service commissions in India. He has presented papers on Dr. S. L. Bhairappa's novel and works of Dr. B. R. Bendre at national level seminars. He has participated in a state level seminar, Kanjana, on film review, a Girish Kasaravalli movie at Kuppalli, birthplace of Kuvempu. He is an author of several books, to mention a few: Anu Neenu on interpersonal relationship, Raghuveshwara Vachanagalu, a collection of 150 vachanas. His novel Bidrina Gala has been listed as the top 10 books in Kannada for the 10th consecutive time. He was also the editor of Silver Jubilee volume of Rashtrottana Sharirika Shikshana Kendra, Bangalore. Sri Raghu is a dedicated and committed teacher with a great commitment to the student community. He dedicates his life to support students, takes care of their well-being with the intention to bring positive change in the student community. ISBR takes immense pleasure in honoring you with Guru Shrestha Award 2020.
Happy Teachers Day. I am Professor Raghu Venkatachalaya, Principal of Silicon City College of Management and Commerce, JP Nagar 8th Phase, Bangalore. I am humbled by this gesture of ISBR Business School for choosing me for Guru Shrestha Award year 2020. I accept this honor on behalf of all the teachers who nurtured me to grow as a good teacher. I dedicate this to my students in turn who have, by their trust and love, unveiled the best in me. I also feel that with the implementation of new education policy, the role and responsibility of teachers have taken a new turn. It will extend not only beyond the classrooms, but also beyond formal teaching and learning. Matching knowledge with skill will be our new task. I hope, being the teachers and holding the responsibility of guiding the society, we will be able to maintain the standards and match the dreams of the government and the parents. When society respects and honors us, our responsibility will also grow along with such recognitions. I thank the institution ISBR, its chairman Sri Prakash Kothari, its MD Mr. Manish Kothari, academics research director Dr. Manasa Nagabhushanam, all the dedicated staff of ISBR Business School for choosing me for this award, and also for reminding me my responsibility of maintaining the standards of remaining and being a good teacher. Thank you again. And again, I wish you all a happy Teachers' Day.
Srimati Padmavati R. A humble teacher contributing relentlessly to make students learn science. She has been an assistant headmistress teaching biology and chemistry at YAS National School, Subramanyapura, Bangalore. She has been in this profession for more than 23 years. She has also served as a science teacher at National High School, Baswangudi. She works on a mission mode to offer science lectures on varied platforms. She has conducted series of free guest lectures for more than 20 years. Shakshanika Samiti Rajaji Nagar classes organized by Honorable Education Minister. Sessions in Kakolu organized by Pajagnya Foundation are some of the notable ones hosted by Srimati Padmavati. She has conducted revision classes for 10th standard students in various schools and organizations, including Best organized by the Member of Parliament Shri Tejasvi Surya. She has prepared educational series in science for non-commercial purpose for the NGO named Swami Vivekananda Youth Movement. She has translated the 10th standard textbook Beauty and Wellness under the Skill Education in the new education policy. She has also translated Swachh Bharat Mission booklets to Kannada. Being a science enthusiast, she has conducted science experiments in mobile vans for free. She has trained teachers in workshops conducted by DIET and other organizations. She has also been associated with the Education Department of Government of Karnataka. ISBR takes immense pleasure in honoring you with Guru Shrestha Award 2020.
Very happy Teachers' Day, and I salute to all the teachers who have taught me and have brought me to this position. ಈ ISBR ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅವರು ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಗುರು ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಅಂತ ಪರಿಗಣಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನಗೆ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಹೇಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ನ ಸಂಗ್ರಹ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಹೇಗೆ ಅದರ ಕ್ರೋಢೀಕರಿಸಿ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ 2-3 ಡೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು, ಫೋಟೋ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು. ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಬಂದು ನನಗೆ ನಮ್ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಸನ್ಮಾನನೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಈ ರೀತಿ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿರೋದು ತುಂಬ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಆ ಇಡೀ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಹೃದಯಪೂರ್ವಕ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನಾನು ನಡೆದು ಬಂದ ಹಾದಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ, ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲು, ಕಾಲೇಜು, PUC ವರ್ಗು ನಾನು ಸೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ಸ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ಸ್ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್, ಸೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ಸ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್, PU ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ರಾಮಮೂರ್ತಿ ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ನನ್ನ BSc ವಿಜಯ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂರ್ಣಗೊಳಿಸಿದೆ. ನಂತರ ನನ್ನ B.Ed ಕಾಲೇಜು ನನಗೆ ಟರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು B.Ed ಕಾಲೇಜು. ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ 10 months ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಆವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಥರ 8 months ಇತ್ತು. ನಾನು ಓದಿದ್ದು RV ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗಲೂ ನಾನು ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿದ್ದೀನೋ ಅವರ ಸಂಪರ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರ ಸಂಪರ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸರಿ ನಾನು ವಂದಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿದ್ದು ಫಸ್ಟು ITI ವಿದ್ಯಾಮಂದಿರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ HM ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಟಾಫು ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಆ ರೀತಿ ನನಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ, ನಾನು ಪಕ್ಕಾ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ಆದರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ನ ಟರ್ಮಿನಾಲಜೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲಿಸಿದ್ದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾಮಂದಿರ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಬಸವನಗುಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು 7 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿರಿಯರನ್ನ ಈಗಲೂ ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟು ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಸಾಲದು. ಅವರು ನನಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೀಡಿಯಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸವಾಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ದೇ ಟಾಟ್ ಮಿ ರಿಯಲಿ ವೆಲ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಲರ್ನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯಪುರ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಬಂದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿಶೇಷ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ, ಪ್ರತಿ ಸಾರಿನೂ ನಾನು ಟೀಚರ್ ಅಲ್ವೇ ಅಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್. ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೂ ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲೂ ನಾನು ಈ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ RV ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೆ, ನಾನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ನನಗೆ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಾನು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಲೆಸನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಚಾಲೆಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಜಾಬು. ಚಂದನ TVನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡೋದು ನಮಗೆ ರೂಢಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ರೂಢಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲನೂ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ನನಗೆ ನಾನು ನಡೆದು ಬಂದ ಹಾಗೆ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ನನಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ, ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ, ನನ್ನ ಕುಟುಂಬ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ, ಮತ್ತು ಈ ISBR ಕಾಲೇಜು ನನಗೆ ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಗುರುಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Sri Srinivasa Prasad, a simple yet a competent teacher with 20 years of experience, associated with St. Joseph's Indian High School, known for his creativity-based activities in social sciences and an expert in making the subject interesting. His philanthropic outlook led him to provide free coaching to the underprivileged children. He has been instrumental in introducing programs like DSERT, Doordarshan, Chantana TV, and Sedu Banta DSERT program for SLC students. He has been instrumental in the result improvement orientation workshops for BBMP school teachers and the teachers training at the Teachers Forum. He has been a remarkable contributor for exam orientation program at Kodagu Vikasana Madikeri and also for teaching SLC students online under the banner of Rotary International. He is the author of different study guides and question bank. Presently, he is involved in teaching SSLC students of Vidyagama, Doordarshan, Chandana, and also provides free coaching for Kannada medium students at Vidyapita, Bangalore. ISBR takes immense pleasure in honoring you with Guru Shrestha Award 2020.
Respected teachers and dignitaries, I am Srinivas Prasad, teacher in Social Science and English. Presently, I am working as a teacher in St. Joseph Indian High School. I started my career in the year 1999-2000. When I entered this teaching profession, I had lots of problems. How to face children, how to make the difficult concepts understand, how to make them understand these concepts. That was a big challenge before me. But many teachers corrected me, taught me how to teach, how to go before the students. Today, I am grateful to all those who have helped me to grow in this teaching career. Because of their support, guide, I am able to convey the concepts to my students. Many of my students have really done well in their academics, and more than academics, they have learnt and they are ready to contribute something to this society. Dear teachers and friends, teaching is a noble profession. It's an art. It's not everyone's cup of tea, I tell you. But once you understand the requirement of our young budding stars, you will definitely dive deep in that and teach them effectively. Every teacher is born out of experiences. The experience, the right type of experience and guide can only mold a good teacher. There is a saying, you know that. You tell me, I forget. You teach me, I understand. You involve me, I will never forget. This is what the saying goes. So if a teacher involves students in learning, definitely the students recalls the concept and he will never forget and he will be able to teach to others. So today the education is required in such a way that we should involve the students in learning. If we involve the students in learning, definitely they learn and the Barhat method will go off. I have designed many number of activities, learning activities which involve students in learning. This has helped us in scoring good marks and facing the annual exams with confidence. So I suggest the coming teachers to involve the students in learning process. If they do it, definitely they can emerge as a good teacher, great teacher. So I usually say 3 C's are requirement. 3 C's are required for a teacher. You know what are those 3 C's? One is content, communication, another one is character. Content, communication and character. These 3 C's are the fundamental to become a teacher. If you have the content, you can deliver well. At the same time, you require proper method of communication. At the same time, character. Character is the basis of all. So this is what I have adopted in my career and helped me to come to this level. Dear teachers and friends, I thank our ISBR Business School Management for considering me as a teacher, as the best teacher, and honoring me on the 5th September on the day of Teachers' Day. I am very happy. This recognition has increased my responsibility. That's what I feel. Definitely, I continue and carry forward the noble legacy of the great teacher performance, and I consider this honor as a great privilege, and I thank all the people, the management behind this program. I congratulate other teachers who have been awarded the best teacher prize, the best teacher honor in this program. I also request the management and the people behind this program is to consider more number of teachers and honor them. It will boost their confidence and involve themselves better in the coming years of service. I thank everyone who was directly and indirectly involved in this process of honoring the teachers, and I thank you all. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Shri Ananda Kumar Y.M., a teacher with 25 years of expertise in mathematics, worked with schools like Little Flowers English School Bhadravati, Purna Prajna English School Bhadravati, Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya Madikeri, ASB Government Junior College Anekal. He is currently working with Karnataka Public School HSR Layout Bangalore. He is renowned for his techniques such as effective use of technology, activity-based learning, and applying innovative tools to assist slow learners. He was also involved in setting and analysis of SSLC public exam question papers. He has been a quiz master for various taluk level and district level quiz competitions for high school students. He has organized state level quiz competition under the Karnataka Education Department for both primary and high school teachers. He has been a judge for multiple science and math exhibitions. He believes in sharing knowledge and has started a YouTube channel where he frequently uploads academic videos. He was also associated with the Member of Parliament Sri Tejasvi Surya's online training activities during the lockdown period. ISBR takes immense pleasure in honoring you with Guru Shrestha Award 2020.
ಗುರುದೇವೋ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರ, ಗುರು ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮ, ತಸ್ಮೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುವೇ ನಮಃ. ಪ್ರಥಮವಾಗಿ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ವೃತ್ತಿಗೆ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣಕರ್ತರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಗುರುಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಮಾತಾಪಿತೃಗಳ ಪಾದಾರವಿಂದಗಳಿಗೆ ಶಿರಸಾಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನು ನಾನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ವೃತ್ತಿ ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಬಾಲ್ಯದ ಗುರಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಕಾರಣ, ನನ್ನ ಬಾಲ್ಯದ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಬೀರದಂತಹ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರುಗಳು ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಈ ವೃತ್ತಿ ಹಿಡಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣಕರ್ತರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಬೀರದಂತಹ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು, ಗಣಿತ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು, ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ಕಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ರೀತಿ, ಅವರ ಉತ್ಸಾಹ, ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಜ್ಞಾನ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಬೀರಿ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಇಂದು ಗಣಿತ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕನಾಗಿ ರೂಪಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರನ್ನ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೃದಯಾಂತರಾಳದಿಂದ ಅವರನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಸ್ಮರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ನಾನು ಸುಮಾರು 25 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಗಣಿತ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕನಾಗಿ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಖಾಸಗಿ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ವೃತ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಆರಂಭಿಸಿ ಇಂದು ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಸೇವೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕನಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಗಣಿತವನ್ನ ಕಲಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ಕಷ್ಟ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ತೊಂದರೆ, ಅವರು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ನಿರಾಸಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಕಾರಣಗಳು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಠವನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಅವರನ್ನ ಆಸಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೆರಳಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಬೋಧನೆಯ ವಿಧಾನಗಳನ್ನ ಅನುಸರಿಸ್ತಾ ನಾನು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಎಂಬುದನ್ನ ತಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಈ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿನ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನ ಪರಿಗಣಿಸಿ ISBR ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯವರು ನನ್ನ ಈ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನ ಅವರು ಪರಿಗಣಿಸಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹವನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ದಿಶೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ನನಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯನ್ನು ನೀಡತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ದಿಶೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷದ ಗುರುಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗೆ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪುರಸ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷಕರವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಚಾರ. ಇಂತಹ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಆಸಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡುವುದಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಮೂಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ISBR ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ವೃತ್ತಿಗೆ ಕಾರಣಕರ್ತರಾಗಿ ನಿರೂಪಿಸಲು ನನಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ಪ್ರತಿಯೋರ್ವರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಮರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ನನಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪುರಸ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
Sri Narayana Ananta Bhatt, a Sanskrit Vidwan with 29 years of experience in teaching the Sanskrit language. He has been instrumental in organizing a variety of special programs for students intending to pursue Sanskrit language. He has completed his MA in Sanskrit, B.Ed in Sanskrit, Kannada Rana and BA in Hindi. He has been a formation committee member of the DSERT textbook, a state-level Sanskrit resource person at Alluru Venkatarao Language Skill Development Center, a resource person for the program Vikasana by the Honorable Education Minister Sri Suresh Kumar from its inception. He has participated in the question paper formation organized by SSLC Examination Board and was actively involved in the preparation of the SSLC examination in the backdrop of COVID-19 pandemic. He has been a resource person in the television programs like Parikshavani, Sedu Bandha and Vidya Gama, organized by DSERT and aired on DD Chandana to assist students during the COVID-19 pandemic. As part of the Alluru Venkatarao Language Skill Development Center, he has managed the organization and publication of the Bhasha Sanchike, a compilation of various aspects of Samskrita language, its teaching and its impact. During the COVID-19 pandemic, a 50-page book with more than 20 articles has been compiled online. It also comprises of congratulatory letters of Honorable Sri Suresh Kumar and Honorable Deputy CM Dr. C.N. Ashwath Narayan and Mr. M.R. Maruti, the Director of DSERT. The book will be released shortly. He is a resource person in Vidya Gama, a Samskrita online teaching training for Samskrita teachers. ISBR takes immense pleasure in honoring you with Guru Shrestha Award 2020.
हरि ओम नमस्ते. मम नाम नारायण भट्ट इति. संस्कृत अध्यापकः. बेंगलूरु उत्तरजिल्लायां पीण्या इति सर्वकारीयप्रौढशालायां कार्यं करोमि. अहं संस्कृतव्याकरणं विद्वत् पठितवान् अस्मि. अन्नदानं परन्दानं विद्यादानमतः परम् अन्नेन क्षणिका तृप्तिः यावज्जीवञ्च विद्यया. दानेषु अन्नदानमेव श्रेष्ठमिति वदन्ति, किन्तु यस्य बुभुक्षा अस्ति अन्नदानेन क्षणिका तृप्तिः भवति. किन्तु वयं विद्यादानं कुर्मः चेत् शाश्वतं तस्य सुखं सः अनुभवति. अतः दानेषु विद्यादानं श्रेष्ठमिति परिगणयन्ति. अतः अहं प्रीत्या गौरवेण श्रद्धया संस्कृत शिक्षकवृत्तिम् आचरामि. मम आसक्तिक्षेत्रं संस्कृतव्याकरणम्, अतः प्रीत्या संस्कृतव्याकरणं बोधयामि. ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ISBR ಎಂಬ ಈ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿರಾಜಮಾನವಾಗಿದೆ. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷವೂ ಫೌಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಡೇ ಎಂಬ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಆಚರಣೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ 7ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಫೌಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಡೇ, ಸಂಸ್ಥಾಪಕ ದಿನ. ಈ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರನ್ನ ಗೌರವಿಸತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಮೇಲ್ಪಂಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಗುರುಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಗುರು ಪುರಸ್ಕಾರವನ್ನ ನಡೆಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇವರ ಕಾರ್ಯ ನಿಜಕ್ಕೂ ಶ್ಲಾಘನೀಯ, ಪ್ರಶಂಸನೀಯ, ಅನುಕರಣೀಯ. ಇಂದು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕನಾಗಿ ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಗುರುಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಕೊಠಾರಿ, ಶ್ರೀ ಮನೀಶ್ ಕೊಠಾರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಾನಸ ನಾಗಭೂಷಣಂ, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಆಭಾರಿಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇವರ ಈ ಒಂದು ಗೌರವವನ್ನ ಬಹಳ ಅಭಿಮಾನದಿಂದ ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇವರ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು ತುಂಬಾ ಸಮಾಜಮುಖಿಯಾಗಿ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಪ್ರಣಾಮಾಹ ನಮಾಂಸಿ. ವದತು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಂ, ಜಯತು ಭಾರತ.
Srimati Malati Krishnan. At the age of 20, she experienced the desire to work with children with spastic cerebral palsy. In the course of various happenings in her life, this desire did not surface again. But less than a decade ago, when she was volunteering at a center, she taught a child who had challenges in learning and who constantly spoke low of himself. This made her inquire more about this child to understand him. This is when she became aware of the field called special education, and with it came the realization of wanting to work for children with special educational needs, to contribute and make a difference to their learning and lives. This was a turning point in the career of Srimati Malati. She went on to pursue a diploma in special learning disabilities from the Karnataka Parents Association for Mentally Retarded Citizens, Bangalore in 2013. Since then, she has been working as a special educator in Vrindavan Education Trust. This academic year, she has been known with the additional role of being a coordinator for the Junior Center of Vrindavan. Vrindavan Education Trust has been in the field of special education for the last 27 years, working with children with autism spectrum disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and learning disabilities. Through their 3 major centers, Junior Center, Senior Center, and Pre-Vocational Center, Srimati Malati is now pursuing her PhD with the University of Northampton, and her research topic is investigating social emotional learning in children with special educational needs in special and mainstream schools in Bangalore, India. She says, "It's a joy to directly or indirectly teach children with special educational needs. There is so much to learn from the way they think and act. Learning indeed comes from all directions." ISBR takes immense pleasure in honoring you with Guru Shrestha Award 2020.
Namaskaram, pranams to everyone. At the outset, it is indeed a great honor to be nominated for the Guru Shrestha Award for the year 2020. To me, this award means a lot, purely from the perspective of how a guru is looked at as somebody who dispels darkness. The Shrestha part, I'm still not sure whether I will fit that. But yeah, somebody who one looks at in a great light. That's how I would look at. But I'm indeed deeply honored for being nominated for this award, especially given the background of the other luminaries who have been also nominated for this award. It's truly an honor. Sorry for repeating this again, but then the feeling is one of being overwhelmed with the whole thing. Congratulations to every other awardee today, and ISBR, thank you so much for rewarding the educationists who contribute to this field because education is one field where there is no stopping, there is no death, there is no birth. It just continues, there is so much more to learn. I think as an educationist, one also keeps learning all through their life until you take the last breath. Having said this, as for my journey in the field of special education, it was quite unexpected. Started off about 7 years ago when I didn't even know that a field called special education existed. But there was this desire of working with children who are spastic with cerebral palsy, and I volunteered for an organization, and then my journey started, and I haven't looked back ever since. I call it a calling because I was a graduate and I never thought I would even travel in the PhD journey. So once I took my step into the field of special education, I have now moved on to doing my PhD and working for an organization which is contributing so much to the field of special education, right? I would say this award is a collective award to everybody who's a special educator, and especially every person who is in Vrindavan who contributes directly or indirectly to children with special needs. I would like to thank quite a few people. The list can be endless, but just to name a few: Ishvara, Puja Swami Dayananda Saraswati, who is my guru, my family, my parents and my brother, who made me enter into the field of writing. And I am an avid writer and a blogger. My family, which is my husband, 2 sons, and my in-laws, very, very close friends of mine who've been there through my thick and thin, who've contributed to where I am today. A heartfelt thanks and pranams to everybody. Once again, pranams to ISBR, whoever is there, who's giving away these awards for education. Thank you very much.
Dr. Sudeshna Mukherjee. Dr. Sudeshna Mukherjee is presently working as an associate professor in the Center for Women's Study, Bangalore University. She has completed her post-graduation, MPhil and PhD in sociology with specialization in gender from Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. Dr. Mukherjee is the recipient of the Bureau of Police Research and Development, Government of India Fellowship in 2001 for her doctoral work. She has completed a number of research and evaluation projects with national and international funding agencies. Dr. Mukherjee has published 2 books and contributed more than 30 articles in national and international journals and chapters in edited books. In 2015, she was nominated to represent the country in the prestigious United States Department of State, Bureau of Educational and Cultural Affairs sponsored International Visitor Leadership Program on the fight against gender-based violence. Dr. Sudeshna was appointed as member coordinator for the drafting committee of the Women's Empowerment Policy for the Government of Karnataka in 2016. ISBR takes immense pleasure in honoring you with Guru Shrestha Award 2020.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. I want to express my sincere thanks to the ISBR family, director, management and the faculties, especially Dr. Manasa Nagbhushan, for considering me for this Guru Shrestha Award on the eve of auspicious Teachers' Day. I also want to express my deep gratitude to my parents, my teachers and my beloved students who made me what I am today. Teaching is my passion, and I can say that when passion meets profession, things become much easier. And I also believe that this profession is intrinsically rewarding, because here, by what we are supposed to do, by doing that, we touch the lives of the others. But now, as a teacher, we are undergoing a challenging time, the COVID-induced challenges, the unveiling of the new education policy, this has increased our responsibilities and challenges to the manifold. At this juncture, this award, this recognition is increasing. I consider this also as a responsibility. This has increased my responsibilities to manifold. And I only wish that the kind of trust and the kind of faith you have imposed on me by entrusting me with this award, I will be able to live up to your expectation. Thank you very much.
Acharya Janavi Bhargava. Acharya Janavi Bhargava is a scholar of the ancient Vedic Gurukula system of education and is an alumni of the legendary Panani Kanya Mahavidyalaya Varanasi. She is the recipient of the rare distinction and honor of Veda Vyakarna Sangeeta Ratna. Along with Vedic literature and Sanskrit grammar, she also specializes in the traditional oral heritage of Vedic chanting. She is also a trained Hindustani classical music singer from the traditional Banaras Gharana and has completed her bachelor's in music, Sangeeta Prabhakar, from the Prayag Sangeet Samiti, Allahabad. She formerly holds a bachelor degree in education and master degree in Sanskrit. She has served as one of the founding acharyas of Acharya Kulam group of schools, Patanjali Yoga Peeth, Haridwar, and was the head of the Department of Veda and Culture there. She was selected by the Cultural Ministry of Government of India to represent India for Vedic recitation in countries such as Holland, Spain, and Germany. She is presently serving as an acharya at Om Shanti Dhamma Veda Gurukula, Bangalore. She is regularly invited to conduct Vedic workshops in India and abroad to countries like United States of America, Mauritius, etc. She regularly conducts online Vedic classes across India and in multiple US cities like San Francisco, Atlanta, Dallas, New York, and New Jersey. ISBR takes immense pleasure in honoring you with Guru Shrestha Award 2020.
देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती यज्ञं वष्टु धिया वसुः चोदगित्री सूनृता आनां चेतन्ति सुमतीनां यज्ञं दधे सरस्वती। शिक्षक दिवस समारोहेऽस्मिन् अस्य सभायाः सभापतिभ्यः, जिज्ञासुभ्यः, विद्योपासकेभ्यः, सर्वेभ्यः कर्मनिष्ठपुरुषार्थी अध्यापकेभ्यः, गुरुभ्यः, अस्य संस्थानस्य अधिकारिवर्गेभ्यः तथा च निमन्त्रित विद्वद्भ्यश्च नमः। गुरुश्रेष्ठ उपाधिना मां विभूषयन्तः ISBR बिजनेस स्कूल इत्यस्य मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर श्री मनीष कोठारी जी तथा डॉक्टर श्रीमती मनसा नागभूषण महोदयायै हार्दिक धन्यवादः। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः।
Dr. N. Dasharath, an eminent academician and researcher with 25 years of experience and proficiency in 6 languages, a recipient of many awards from state and central government bodies, namely the National Award as Best Employee by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India, for Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities in 2014, the National Award Bhagwan Buddha and the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Fellowship by Bharatiya Dalita Sahitya Academy, New Delhi in 2011, Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar Award in 2005, Bharat Seva Bhushan Award in 2007, Best Law Teacher Award in 2006, and the Best Social Worker Award by the Raichur District Administration in 2010. Dr. Dasharath has also been felicitated by the Karnataka State Government for academic achievements by the Honorable Chief Minister in 2010. He was also felicitated by Bangalore University Vice Chancellor Dr. N. Prabhudev for academic achievement in the year 2012. He has also served as the Deputy Coordinator for UGC-sponsored refresher course in human rights on the theme Human Rights a Contemporary Issue. He has organized various legal awareness and legal literacy camps, moot court sessions and client counseling sessions. He has a rich and varied experience in the field of teaching, research, consulting and publication. ISBR takes immense pleasure in honoring you with Guru Shrestha Award 2020.
Most respected Managing Director, Professor Manish Kothari ji sir, respected Dr. Manasa, Director of the esteemed institution, respected Dean Faculty of Law, Professor Kanagaraj sir, respected Professor Suresh sir, in charge of training, and extremely happy for receiving this Guru Shrestha Award instituted by your esteemed institution, Guru Shrestha Award for the year 2020. And at the outset, I am also very happy to say that the award itself indicates Shrestha, means somewhat very important and very specific. Therefore, the very first advice for my young and upcoming students is that the students should study the textbooks and understand their context. They should be very much contentful in course of their studies and very much with full of public commitment in their course of life. Business is a very challenging area where there is competition, but then the competition should be for reaching and attaining the good quality rather than the price of the goods. Therefore, I wish all the concerned members of the faculty, members of the non-teaching, and all other persons connected to this esteemed institution. And I also acknowledge my thanks to Professor M.K. Sridhar, who has referred my name for this award. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Srimati Savita Ravi. Srimati Savita Ravi has a degree in Bachelor of Commerce, after which she did her telecommunication from the University of California, Berkeley. She has completed the certified training in inclusive education, early intervention and pre-primary Montessori education. She completed her certification from the Cambridge International Diploma in Teaching and Learning. After working in schools like Kenshri Academy of Excellence, Head Start Montessori House of Children with children from varied backgrounds and age group, she has now co-founded Pramati School, which is an inclusive school that has learners from preschool to grade 12. She is also the co-founder of Ekyana Learners Huddle Private Limited that works towards using science as a base of education right from preschool years. She was awarded by the Vrindavan Education Trust for her contribution and outstanding work in the field of inclusion. She has conducted several workshops and developed curriculum for various subjects across varied age groups. She has also conducted the Mock United Nation at Kentry Academy of Excellence and worked closely to develop the International Baccalaureate curriculum. She participates in conferences, seminars and panel discussion that encourage interdisciplinary learning and inclusive education. She also trains passionate individuals in developing interdisciplinary training methods and curriculum. She believes in the joy of learning and will continue her work with children and adults to spread education as means of learning to live together and work together in harmony. She believes in inclusion of people, methods, ideas, thoughts and processes that have the common goal of helping every child to learn effectively and joyfully. She encourages learners to question, wonder, explore and find answers while strengthening their skills of observation, self-assessment, thus enabling them to become proactive learners. ISBR takes immense pleasure in honoring you with Guru Shrestha Award 2020.
Warm greetings to everybody. Thanks, Savita. First and foremost, I would like to thank everybody who has put their efforts together to have this felicitation for teachers. It's indeed a very unique and important idea. When I was a little girl, my mother gave me one of the options that she suggested to me as a career choice was that of a teacher. And I got really upset about it and I said I'd never be a teacher. So today, after working for 23 years with children and being a teacher, I feel really blessed to be one. And little things like a smile on my learner's face and the fact that I'm able to reach out to my learners gives me a lot of joy and fulfillment. Teaching is not a very sought after profession even today. Not many people want to take up teaching as a profession. I would also want to mention here that teaching is not a profession, it is a dedication, it is a commitment for life. And as far as being nominated and selected for this award, it is a reminder for me to relentlessly continue to work towards bettering myself as a teacher and also contributing to this entire engagement in a very positive way. One must remember that to be a teacher, one must always continue to be a learner. Learning never stops, and only those who remember this can reach out to other learners. And also it is important to unlearn. Unlearning is a very important part of learning and teaching. I would like to leave here today with a message, which is, you definitely need to be a good teacher. You always have to remember to be a good learner, and that is what is going to help all of us to come together. The mission that I have for myself is to encourage more people to join the teaching force, because I always feel that there's a dearth for people who are committed to this entire engagement, and those who come here willingly to give their heart and soul into teaching. So yes, and I would like to congratulate everybody who joined me today to celebrate teaching and teachers. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce today's chief guest, Professor T.D. Kemparaju, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Bangalore North University, Government of Karnataka.
Professor T.D. Kemparaju, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Bangalore North University, Government of Karnataka. He has Masters in Library Science and Doctorate. He has 35 years of rich experience in industry and academics. His area of specialization is Information System and Services, Human Resource Development for Information Services. He has published 48 research papers in national and international journals. He is in Board of Studies and Doctoral Committee of many universities. ISBR takes immense pleasure in welcoming you.
Now I request Professor T.D. Kemparaju to address the gathering. Kemparaju. Professor Kemparaju, can you hear me?
Yeah, I am hearing you, madam.
We have with us Professor Kemparaju. You can address the gathering, sir. Over to you. Thank you.
Okay. So, thank you. Now it is good afternoon. Good afternoon to all of you. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನ teachers, the chairperson of ISBR group, Sri Prakash Kotariji, the president of and also of the today's Founders Day celebration, and managing director of ISBR group of institutions, Sri Manish Kotariji, senior director of ISBR, Dr. C. Manohar, senior director ISBR, Dr. K.S. Anandram, the director of academic and research of ISBR Business School, Dr. Manasa Nagabhushan, honorable guest of honor of today's Founders Day, who is the director of human resource of Volvo Group India Private Limited, Sri Joseph Raviraj, participants in the virtual program, invitees, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I congratulate all the awardees who have contributed their own field through their initiatives, services, and their efforts. And also I congratulate the ISBR group authorities. It has taken a very important initiative of Guru Shrestha awardees of 2020 on the occasion of the Founders Day, honoring teachers who are making a difference. Indeed, I am very happy to associate with this meaningful and also a valuable program. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that we are all living in the age of crisis because of the pandemic problem of Corona COVID-19. Though this problem has made a great impact on various activities of human life, but around the world, but we are not disheartened with all these negative impact of these Corona or COVID-19 implications. We are all living in the age of change. We are all living in the age of transition. When we are passing through the age of transition, in almost all sectors of human life, change or transition is a part of our life. It doesn't mean there was no changes earlier, there was no change, transformation earlier. Yes, there was changes earlier, there was a transformation earlier, but difference is today the changes and transformation are faster compared to earlier days. India is one of the visible nations in the world. It is one of the vibrant nations in the world. The whole world is looking at India.
The world is looking at India not because we are the second largest populistic nation in the world, or it is not because we are having so many religions, caste and subcaste where no country has in the world. It is not because we are having so many languages, cultural diversities where no country has in the world. It is not because we are one of the giants in the achievements of IT sector, etc. But more importantly, why the whole world is looking at India? What is the speciality of India where no country has in the world is the human capital. Perhaps you might have been seen the Human Development Report of 2017, 2018 and subsequent reports, which has been recorded that by 2025, nearly about 58 to 58.65% of Indian population belongs to age group of 80 to 28 years. This is the strength of India. This human capital is the asset of India. This human resource has to be properly streamlined, has properly trained, it has to be skilled, it has to be reskilled, it has to be upskilled, and we have to make use of this human potential or the human capital for all the developmental activities of the nation. To make use of this valuable human capital, that is possible only through good quality and excellence in education. Ladies and gentlemen, education today is a highly debating issue, not only in our country but throughout the world. I need not emphasize the importance of education. We all of us know that education is a basic supporting facility which is required for achieving any kind of a developmental programs. Development in all other sectors depends on the education. That is why education is a fundamental resource, a fundamental activity for all development activities. Just to look back, we have completed more than 7 decades of Indian independence. During the last 71 years of Indian independence, India has achieved and excelled in various sectors. In science, particularly in space science, technology, agriculture, and also other areas of humanities and social science. Though we have achieved significantly in the literacy rate, still we have to achieve a lot in the field of education. Very disheartening note is that even after the 7 decades of Indian independence, we could not able to see at least one university from India which can be figured among the top 100 universities in the world. I think our focus should be on this in this direction. Secondly, still a lot of debates and discussions are going on to find out an answer for the question like how far our education system is relevant today. As I mentioned earlier, we are passing through the age of transformation. When we are passing through the age of transformation, how our education system or education policies or relevance in the age of transformation. There's a lot of criticism still reported in the media as well as in the public domain. There is a mismatch between what we are teaching, what we are training, against what is required for the society, for the job market. The time has come to investigate, to show more focus, to develop our education programs relevant to meet the current day needs of the society, current day needs of the job market. Education is not only a knowledge acquisition process. In addition to that, the scope of education has to go beyond knowledge acquisition process to acquire the necessary skills so that we can answer the question like the relevance of our degrees, relevance of our graduates, what we are producing from the universities. So friends, quality and excellence is the need of the hour. Because when we are living in a very competitive environment, we have to equip our younger generation to meet the needs of our various developmental sectors, that is through quality education and excellence in education. Quality teaching, quality learning, and quality research. These are the very, very important requirement where we have to see in our education system. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very happy to note that the last July 2020, the Government of India has accepted and approved a National Education Policy 2020. Now it is in the public domain. Lot of discussions are going on. Lot of inputs were incorporated in it. Lot of feedback has obtained from various stakeholders in the field of education. And the drafting committee, headed by Professor Kasturi Rangan and other members like Professor M. K. Sridhar, they have brought out a very valuable, meaningful policy document to address all the issues and the problems of our education system. NEP 2020, even in the morning, there was a national program where our Honorable Prime Minister was addressing, our Honorable President was addressing. Still that program is in the public relay and it is going on. The new education policy 2020 is definitely a policy of difference. Since from the day of independence we have brought out, the Government of India has brought out a new education policies. But somewhere we could not able to achieve the desired level of result in educating our younger generation, equipping them with competent knowledge and skills. And the new education policy 2020 and its remarkable recommendations on various levels of education, including the structural changes, regulatory changes, administrative reforms, autonomy for educational institutions. All these things are very much reflected, and definitely these recommendations, these issues, if we were implemented in proper spirit, With a time-bound mechanism, definitely the problems, the issues, what we are identified can be resolved through these kind of recommendations. Every policy is having its own positive points, but what is important is its implementation. Implementation in letter and spirit, support of necessary resources, and periodic review of implementation. A mechanism has to be developed for time-bound, periodic, result-oriented implementation mechanism is required for finding a good result out of the recommendations of the new education policy 2020. So it is a new era as began in the field of education through this National Education Policy 2020. The government of Karnataka has already taken the initiative under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister and also our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and Minister for Higher Education, Dr. Ashwath Narayan ji. Whereas Karnataka is one of the first state, even before getting the complete guidelines from implementation, it has already initiated the process for implementing the new education policy 2020 in Karnataka. So, the coming days are the good days with the field of education. Coming days are the brighter days. Coming days are the successful days in the education sector. But equally, it is a challenging days. Each one of us, it is not only the government, even the education institutions, the teachers and other stakeholders have their own kind of role and responsibilities in implementing the recommendations of the national education policies. And we are expecting a lot out of these new education policy recommendations, where a new history will begin in the field of education, very importantly in the field of higher education. ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನ ತಾವು ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ತಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ISBR ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯು ಬಹಳ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠವಾದಂತಹ ಪವಿತ್ರವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮನ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಫೌಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಡೇನ ಬಹಳ ವಿಭಿನ್ನವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಗುರುಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದಂಥ ಗಣ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಅವರನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಗುರು ಕಾಣಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಬಹಳ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠವಾದಂತಹ ಕೆಲಸ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ನಾನು ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಸುಮಾರು 10 ಜನ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರನ್ನ ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಅವರ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನ ದೃಢೀಕರಿಸಿ ಶಾಲೆಯಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಶಾಲೆ, ಮಾಧ್ಯಮಿಕ ಶಾಲೆ, ಪ್ರೌಢಶಾಲೆ, ಕಾಲೇಜು ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ, ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಹಂತದಿಂದ ಉನ್ನತ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನ ಮನಗಂಡು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಆ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ತಾವು ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ನೀವು ನೀಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಗುರು ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಗೌರವಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾತ್ರರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಬಂಧುಗಳನ್ನು ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ISBR ವಿದ್ಯಾಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಇದು ಬಹಳ ವಿಭಿನ್ನವಾದಂಥ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜಿಸತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಶ್ಲಾಘನೀಯ. ಐ ಕಂಗ್ರಾಚುಲೇಟ್ ದಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ISBR Business School for organizing a Teachers' Day in a different way. ಇಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿದಾಯಕವಾದಂತಹ ಉತ್ತೇಜನ ನೀಡುವಂತಹ ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಮಾಡುವ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸನ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡುವ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅವರು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ತಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸಿ, ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಬಹಳ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ. ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಒಬ್ಬ ಭಾಗಿಯನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಾನು ISBR ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟೀಸ್ಗೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿತೈಷಿಯರಾದಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಾನಸ ನಾಗಭೂಷಣ್ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಗುರು ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಅವಾರ್ಡೀಸ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಶುಭಕಾಮನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಜೈ ಹಿಂದ್, ಜೈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ.
Thank you, Professor, for inspiring words. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce today's guest of honor, Sri Joseph Raviraj, Director Human Resource, Volvo Group India Private Limited.
Mr. Joseph Raviraj, Director HR, Labour and Employee Relation, Volvo Group India Private Limited. He is a senior HR professional with more than 3 decades of work experience in the industry. He started his career as a junior engineer in Alstom project, later shifted his career as a technical executive assistant to the plant director, and thereafter stepped into HR profession in Alstom project and later with Volvo Group India, working for more than 20 years. He is an experience of working in various HR roles such as team manager, team member, and country leader, collaborating with people from different age groups, nationalities and culture. The few significant achievements in his career include signing 6 wage negotiations, harmonious relationship with 6 unions, amicably settled 3 strikes, have very close interfaces with politicians, government officials and government bodies on various HR and IR matters. Apart from advising businesses on employee relations and labor relation function, including introduction of new labor laws, amendment of existing laws, employees policies, design and implementation, employee welfare measures, and organization right-sizing programs. ISBR takes immense pleasure in welcoming you.
Now I request Sri Joseph Raviraj to address the gathering.
Sir, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Over to you, sir. You can address the gathering. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you.
You can see me also?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can.
You are able to see me?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for the thank you very much for the nice introduction. And well, I think maybe I'll take a short time and try to talk as very little as possible. Okay. First of all, a very, very good afternoon to all of you. and my very good birthday wishes to Mr. Prakash Kothari ji, and a very hearty congratulations to the 10 Guru Shrestha Teachers Awardees. And very importantly is I have to congratulate the ISBR group for having selected a very diverse group of teachers for these awards. Very diverse when it comes to gender, as well as when it comes to the different scope of teaching. And especially you have gone even beyond the schooling level to people with special needs and women's studies and Vedic knowledge. Very nice of you guys. Very nice. Well, what I would like to just tell is today, what I can see is that somewhere I think today in this Teachers' Day, we have missed to appreciate, or in a very lighter note, I would like to say is the greatest teacher today has been the coronavirus. The coronavirus has literally taught us so many different things, different ways of living life. It has literally taught us the meaning of simplicity. It has literally taught us there's absolutely no difference in anyone, in anything. We still don't know how big the virus is or how small the virus is. But it literally has changed the complete concept of the whole culture. If you see, when you take the education system, there was a saying that schools do not allow mobile phones inside the school. Students are not allowed to bring mobile phones. And today, the school is in the mall. You have no other recourse. You have completely changed. The classroom training is simply moved out of the classrooms to your homes. You are talking to your students through their mobile phones. That's the biggest change, which I don't think any teacher would have ever dreamt of, especially in this country. Maybe these are all quite common outside. Today, teaching, the sense of teaching itself has got changed. I think the Vice Chancellor very rightly was talking about the new education policy which is coming out, and very importantly he was talking about that we have to have more of quality and excellence in teaching, in the learning process and how we implement it. There has to be a huge change. Now, this is the change that this particular teacher, the coronavirus, has brought it to us. Today, from an industry perspective, I can say that the concept of working itself has changed. The work from home concept. Today, the amount of time that we are able to spend with our families, I think the amount of time the parents are sitting with the students when you guys are teaching online, which is maybe very irritating for you people, but that's the way it is. That's the norm. That's how the norm is. That's a change. It's a huge change. There's another thing, which I would also like to bring to the schools, the teachers' knowledge is, in industry, let me take it as in automobile industry, in the engineering industry. We manufacture products. We manufacture products. And believe me, not everything in that project, in that product is manufactured at our place. No. We outsource and get lot of items which is a part of the product and which makes that product saleable, which makes that product as a brand, which goes into the market, which people buy that product. So now our children are the products of the parents. Now the schools are the outsourced agencies. The schools are the outsourced agencies, and the teachers who are working in that school are the employees of those outsourced agencies. Believe me, the concept is today, you need to be the best. And that's where the quality and excellence has to be at a very high level. Today, when I as a company have to select an outsourced agency to provide me with certain components for my product, what do? I do a lot of audit. I do a lot of inspections. There are a lot of ISO levels which these outsourced small companies, which today you must have heard a lot about them, called as the MSMEs. Now without them, we big companies can never survive. We cannot survive. Similarly, the children, the parents cannot survive without schools, without teachers. I look at it like that. And one advice would be for the schools, for the teachers would be is, you have to maintain a very high level of maturity. You have to maintain a very high level of tolerance. You have to maintain a very high level of knowledge. You got to be smart. You got to be role models. Now, what I would look at a good teacher would be is that you inspire hope. You ignite the imaginations. You instill a love for learning. You are the reason why ordinary students dream of extraordinary things. There are so many students who are not in the rural world, who are not in the cities, who come from villages, who have been the best. And very important is, you don't create students in your own image. The teachers do not create students in their image, but they develop the students. You guys develop the students to create their own images. Tell me, all the leaders, all the big professionals, all the big top guys, they are known by their names. They are never known by their teachers. But it is you guys who have created them. It is the teachers. If I'm able to talk to you, if I'm able to address you, it is only thanks to my teachers. It is only thanks to my teachers and of course my parents. Very important is that it is you people who are able to awaken the wisdom in us and for leading us from darkness to light. And that's what I have always noticed. And in every function, at least in India, we always light the lamp. We always believe in that light. and that light comes from you guys. Well, I don't want to take much of time. I can only thank is the ISBR team, the management team, the Kotaris, the whole management team, the staff, to have given me this opportunity to talk to you guys. And hats off to all the awardees. Congratulations to all of you and to all those teachers out there. I think everybody is doing their best. And right now, as I started off with the coronavirus, and as our Vice Chancellor also explained about the new education policy. Now, these are two big ticket items, which is going to make a lot of impact on the teachers. We are still not out of the corona. The new policy is yet to come in. We yet to see the light of it. So there's a lot of work to do. Another advice to maybe the schools and to the teachers would be today, as the Vice Chancellor was saying, that when it comes to the education system and the way the transformation is happening, the way the changes are happening in the world, the schools, the teachers need to adapt to that. You guys also need to understand the requirement of the market. The requirement of the market. Ask me, I would look at it as today, all these years, I think this country has spent education as educating people. We have been educated, we have definitely come to a certain stage. Maybe going forward now, we have to look at more of skill development. We have to look at more of the requirement for the market. What is required in the market? And yes, as the Vice Chancellor has rightly said, there's a lot of gap between what is being taught in our professional colleges and what actually happens in the industry. It's a huge gap. Huge gap. Now, this is something which I would say the schools, the teachers need to concentrate on. And that's what is going to be very challenging. And as I said again, it's going to be a very challenging job for the teachers. See, because we as managers, maybe we are able to understand what we want in an organization and what is expected of that person. But for you, it may be a little difficult. And that is where you have to do, learning is going to be constant for all. And today, with the kind of opportunities, with the kind of systems what we have with us, it is just in the click of a button that we are able to get information. And that is where somewhere in one of your awardees, that was Mr. Prasad, he was talking about, not a cup for all. Yes, it is absolutely not a cup for all. It's an absolute. A parent cannot teach the child. Maybe a parent may be able to teach the child to a certain extent, but a parent cannot teach the child the way you teach. But unfortunately, that is where my humble request to you is, and sorry for, you may, especially now because of the coronavirus, you may find a lot of parents complaining about the way teachers are teaching, or how they present themselves. It's very sorry. It's unfortunate that I don't know. That's where the interference, maybe expectations. This is what we call it, expectations. And very important, involving of students. Very, very, very important point. What Mr. Prasad had talked about was the by-hearting mode of the students. It doesn't work. It does not work. It does not work in the market. By-hearting is okay when you're in, that's one of the points which maybe in your education system you need to see how your examination ways, your examination methods you may have to relook at it, because by hearting is just not going to help us. As I told you, I don't have to by heart anything. If I want something, if I want some information, I just go to the internet, I just Google it, and I get it. So somewhere, that's what I think. Let's hope the new education policy is going to help all of us. Well, thank you all very much. Thank you very much for. It is very great. It is very nice, and I thank Mr. Manohar to have given me this opportunity to talk to all of you, and I thank ISBR for this. All the very best to all the teachers, all the schools. You guys are doing well. You are needed. You are there. All the best.
Thank you for enlightening words, sir. Now I request our Senior Director, Dr. C. Manohar, to address the gathering.
Namaskara. Happy Founders Day and Teachers Day. Well, friends, congratulations to all the awardees. Thanks to all the invitees, the guests. On this occasion, just would like to share a few words and a few thoughts and context. Education is your best friend, and educated is the most endeared and empowered. This is what was Acharya Chanakya's ponderings and profess. The knowledge, the ability to apply, share the knowledge with ethical values of equity, just selflessness and benevolence, they are the sources of power and strength of an individual beyond the forces of duty, might and power. This is what perhaps is intended in this profess. That's what defines a teacher, past, present and future, and it further extends to continuous acquisition of and creation of new knowledge to share with the disciples. We feel proud that teaching is one profession that teaches all other professions. While parents create Vyakti, we are very, very familiar with Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atiti Devo Bhava. In this Matru, Pitru, the parents, they create Vyakti. The teachers, Acharya Devo Bhava, teachers bring in the Vyaktitva, the Tva, TVA, being transcending knowledge for T, values and virtues for life for V, and attitude and aptitude for A, to become complete by inculcating values and virtues, by invoking the power of thinking, analyzing and absorbing. The teacher just not transfers the knowledge, but equips the learner with ability to learn, to explore, to gain exposure, experiment, to experience and to excel. The teacher's role in the present era has become very, very enriched, more challenging and most interesting. Knowledge is ever expanding in its horizon and is constantly embracing the waves and vibes from the space unlimited. A teacher has to enable the learners to become better human beings first, then better humanists, and then precious human capital is what we call in today's economy. The teachers themselves have a role to be constant learners through seeking opportunities for continuous learning, absorbing and internalizing. Further, today's teachers must have the ability to translate that knowledge into such forms of dynamic content, process, design, very appropriate instructional tools and techniques, as well as find new ways of engaging active participation of new age learners who are most intelligent and have a strong learning intent. This calls for a high degree of commitment and willingness of teachers to keep learning and developing themselves all the time. This strong foundation for building powerful human beings happen at the initial phase of life, more so in primary education. That's more purposefully intensified in higher education. The teachers have to love their cause, their purpose, profession, role, and the job in order to give unrestricted, unbounded ability of children to learn. Be it pure science or social science, the teachers have a commendable role in transforming the society and converting the potential of the next generation into real resource. The selfless and dedicated teachers can be named as scientists and innovators of creating future humanity. In fact, they're actually creating the most critical and valuable resource of the future. Congratulations to ISBR. ISBR is very, very upright in celebrating the Founders Day in a very meaningful way by recognizing the role of teachers who are laying the foundation for building and edifies a bright future for the young generation. They are doing so by using the bricks made. We talk about bricks and mortar, we are moving to technology, but here they're using the bricks made out of the molds of knowledge and applying the mortar of character. Congratulations to all the recipients of the Guru Shrestha awards. These awardees represent the whole community of teachers who are dedicating themselves to building the future of not just the individuals, but the society, the nation, and the world. May your tribe go. Congratulations once again. I'm very, very happy to be a part of this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Sri Prakash Kotari, the chairman, ISBR Group of Institution, to give his message.
Hello, everyone. I would like to first thank you all for your wishes on my birthday. All your wishes and blessings are special to me and they keep me charged and motivated. I am blessed to have a team like you and appreciate all the good work that you are doing. On this great day, I would like to give 4 pieces of advice to each one of you and would ask you to make this a part of your life. I would relate these advice to the initials of ISBR. Advice 1. Inspire others. All of you have immense talent in each one of you. Make the best use of it and inspire people in and around you to grow and give the best. Education is a great service to the nation and mankind, and I am proud of ISBR and the quality service that it is providing. Every year during the Founders Day, ISBR honors teachers who are making a difference. I congratulate all the awardees of this year and pray that you continue spreading the light of knowledge and make the world a better place. Advice 2. Spread knowledge. The best service to the nation is to spread knowledge. All of you are lucky to have reached such a good stage in your lives. It's time you spread knowledge and empower people. Advice 3. Be a visionary. Times are changing. India needs visionaries who can serve the nation, who can generate employment. Try to be such an entrepreneur and a visionary. Advice 4. Respect. Always respect people in and around you. Be it your parents, your family, people whom you work with, your staff, etc. Kindly respect each one of them. What you give is what you get. With these words, I once again thank you all for your wishes and pray God for your safety and wellness. In this situation of pandemic, I have been informed that the team ISBR is working hard to see that the students are provided the best of the education with the new technology in place. I am proud and happy to see the great efforts in the right direction. Thank you and keep spreading knowledge.
Thank you, sir. I request Sri Manish Kotari to release ISBR voice. Thank you, sir. Now I request Sri Manish Kothari, the dynamic Managing Director of ISBR Business School and ISBR Group of Institutions, to give presidential address to the gathering.
Good morning to all the brightest minds. A warm welcome to each one of you to this ISBR's Founders Days program. A special thanks to Professor Kemparaju, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Bangalore North University, to have accepted to be the chief guest and grace the occasion. Thank you, sir. A special thanks to Ravi Raj, Director HR Volvo Group India, for being the guest of honor. Volvo has always been in the forefront to support ISBR Business School, and this time also Volvo has come forward and supported us. Thank you, Ravi Raj, and thank you, Volvo. I would like to congratulate all the awardees of the Guru Shrestha Award. These are the teachers who are making a difference and putting relentless efforts in imparting knowledge and molding students. In recognition of their contribution, ISBR today confers them with the Guru Shrestha Award. In fact, if you ask me, the best architect of the nation are the teachers. They are the ones who makes an individual, and these individuals builds the nation. I today, on this great day, thank all the teachers who have made me, stood by my side and guided me to become what I am today, to see that ISBR is what it is today. To all those teachers, to all the awardees, and to all the fellow colleagues of ISBR Business School, this Founders Day program is dedicated to all of you. On this great day, I would specially like to thank Sri Prakash Kothari, our chairman, my father, for always being by my side and having supported me and ISBR Business School to take its steps forward. Daddy, I wish you a very happy birthday. From all of us at ISBR Business School, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Daddy, happy birthday to you. Thank you, Daddy. You have been an inspiration of my life and the best friend. With you around, I do not ask for anything more. The complete ISBR team is proud of you and wishes you a happy birthday. This year has not been normal due to the pandemic. In fact, the new normal has been defined. I would like to tell you that I am proud of the efforts Team ISBR is putting to see that every student and every stakeholders are positively engaged. ISBR has been ranked as platinum by the AICTE CII survey, and this has been consistently for the 4th time in a row. And let me tell you, my friends, there are only 4 to 5% of management institutes of the country that have achieved this stature, and we are proud ISBR Business School is in this league. This year also saw the creation of ISBR Digital Academy, where faculty of the institute started delivering skill programs at very nominal cost for the benefit of the community. This is a great initiative and I appreciate all your efforts. In fact, if I'm not wrong, we have already completed about 20 plus programs with about 1,000 plus students taking benefit out of this. The new education policy talks about accreditation, and we are proud as ISBR Business School this year has been accredited by NBA and with very good points. Again, this is a landmark achievement and it makes us proud. We have launched our fellowship program in management approved by AICTE. This program is a dream come true for ISBR Business School. This only means that ISBR has all the requirements for research and development. ISBR with this program will open doors to new leaders of the future. In fact, let me tell you, my friends, it has been tough and testing times during this pandemic. But I am happy and proud to see that Team ISBR stood up tall to see that all the stakeholders are effectively engaged. And that goes a long way to say that it only happens when they are connected by heart with this institution. On this great day, I would like to take a note out of the life of J.R.D. Tata and would like to present it to you. Long back in 1965, there was a professor from Kolkata who wrote a letter to Mr. Tata and asked him to guide him on what were the guiding principles in the life of J.R.D. Tata. Now, J.R.D. Tata at this point of time was in charge of the Tata Group. He was the chairman of the Tata Group. In fact, he had also launched his first commercial airline at that time, Tata Airlines, now Air India. He was also in charge of Tata Motors, and he had also set up Tata Memorial Hospital and Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. So if you look at it, this man was busy and was held up with so many work. He could have decided not to reply to this man's letter or to this faculty's letter asking him what were the guiding principles of his life. But you know what did Ratan Tata do? He thought, let me pen down and write this to this faculty so that he passes it on to the next generation. So on this day, I would like to read out that letter which Sri Ratan Tata ji had written to Bansali. He said, Dear Mr. Bansali, I am now reading you the letter. Dear Mr. Bansali, I thank you for your letter on the 6th August, inquiring what have been the guiding principles which have kindled my path and my career. I do not consider myself to be an illustrious personality, but only an ordinary businessman and citizen who has tried to make the best of his opportunity to advance the cause of India's industrial and economic development. Any such guiding principles I might unconsciously have had in my life can be summarized as follows. And this is what he said. He said that nothing worthwhile is ever achieved without deep thought and hard work. He then went on saying that one must think for oneself and never accept as the face value of things. He also wrote that one must forever strive for excellence or even perfection, and in any task, however small it may be, and never be satisfied with the second best. He then went on writing in the letter saying that no success or achievement in many material terms is worthwhile unless it serves the needs or interests of the country and its people and is achieved by fair and honest means. He then wrote that good human relations not only bring great personal rewards but are essential to the success of any enterprise. Yours, J.R.D. Tata. Now what I intend to tell you by this letter is that a great man can only become great when his principles are right, when he is on the right footsteps. So to all of you who are here and on this Founders Day, I would like to put on records 6 great takeaways from J.R.D. Tata's life. 1. Have a deep thought even before you start your work. And once you have done the thinking process, see that you give in your best. So deep thought and hard work is the first thing that you should practice in life. The second takeaway out of his letter was that one must think for oneself and never accept things at the face value. That only means that have common sense put in place. You may have so many people talking to you different things about different aspects about different things. But you need to analyze by yourself and put common sense in place and then evaluate and take things forward. The third one is that one must forever strive for excellence. There is nothing known as the second best. If you are doing anything, it has to only be the first best in life. That only means if you strive for the best, success is bound to be yours. He went on saying that the fourth point and the fourth takeaway is no success of achievement in material term is worthwhile unless it serves the needs or interest of the country and its people. That only means whatever we do in life, we need to see that it solves the problem of the society and take the society's interest into consideration before we take our steps forward, and is achieved by fair and honest means. Ethics comes above everything else. Values comes above everything else. And that's the fifth takeaway from JRD Tata's letter. Fair and honest means ethics and values. And the sixth takeaway from his letter, which is very close to my heart and I value it, is that good human relations not only bring great personal rewards but are essential to the success of any enterprise. You have seen during this pandemic, if someone who has stood with you are the people whom you are associated with, are the people with whom you have maintained good relations and who have been close to your heart. That only means to say that the best asset in any organization, as Infosys said long back, are the people of your organization. So it's time that we value people, we value the relationship and take things forward. On this great Founders Day, I again vow and I promise that ISBR will strive for excellence and will see to it that it will do the best in everything it does. With these few words, I once again congratulate each one of the awardees for having been awarded as the Guru Shrestha Award, and I also wish everyone a safe time. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Kanakaraj, Registrar and Academic Dean, ISBR School of Business, to give oath of thanks.
A very warm morning to one and all present here. It's my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this great occasion. I, on behalf of ISBR Business School and the entire fraternity of ISBR Group, extend a very heartfelt thanks to our chief guest, Professor Kemparaju, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Bangalore North University, for sparing his time from his busy schedule to grace this occasion and inspire all the attendees with his wonderful speech. A big thank you to you, sir. I also take this opportunity to thank our guest of honor, Sri Joseph Raviraj, Director, Human Resources, Volvo Group, to have spared his valuable time and enlightened us all with his talk. I thank all the awardees for having accepted our award and being a part of this great event. I sincerely thank our Chairman, Mr. Prakash Kothari, Managing Director, Mr. Manish Kothari, our Director, Dr. Manasa Nagabhushna, and our Senior Directors, Dr. Anandram and Dr. Manohar, for guiding us throughout the event. I thank all my faculty members and support staff of ISBR Group for their continuous support in making this event a great event. Last but not the least, I thank the Almighty for making this event a successful event even in these turbulent times. Thank you.
I request everyone to rise for National Anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे